So, on to some more DC news. During a panel at San Diego Comic Con, Warner Brothers DC TV shows had their own separate event from the movies. This is because obviously the TV universes are different to the movie universe, and it has been stated that there will be no crossover between the two, which is very unfortunate because the stuff that are coming out of these TV shows are really, really interesting. So let's start off with Arrow. Stephen Amell actually turned up to the show actually with his season 4 costume, and the look of this costume looks really, really cool. It actually kind of reminds me a lot of the Smallville version, but still with the Arrow flair to it. It looks very different, and I am really, really digging this new look. And it actually sort of brings Oliver Queen, especially in the image you're seeing here, Oliver Queen and Stephen Amell's portrayal of this character kind of to that movie standard. Stephen Amell is of course appearing in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I really, really hope that someone notices what CW is doing with stuff like Arrow, and kind of have a mini crisis so they can actually bring these stories to the big screen. Because Stephen Amell as full on Arrow would be amazing. So during the panel, it's revealed that Oliver Queen will transition from Arrow to Green Arrow, and we will be basically focusing on an Oliver Queen who is moving forward and looking towards who he's going to become rather than who he is, like the other 3 seasons have focused on. Oliver Queen will be a little bit more happier this season, unlike season 3, and we may see him cracking jokes and pointing towards the fun side of Green Arrow, rather than the darker aspects of the character like we have been seeing. So I really, really hope this means that we're going to be moving away from the Batman inspirations and more into Oliver Queen actually becoming his own character. Earlier on during the convention, it was revealed that Damien Dark will be a series regular for the 4th season of Arrow. And he will be played by Dum Dum Dugan. He will be played by MacDonough. Neil MacDonough, who you may know as Dum Dum Dugan in Captain America First Avenger, as well as Marvel's TV series on ABC. Also being, we will also see Anarchy during this season, and we will also be seeing Mr. Terrific as well. And it will be revealed, and it was revealed that Mr. Terrific will be a gay character on the show, adding some diversity to it. And I really, really like this idea. Because for a start, Mr. Terrific will be the 3rd gay character on the show. And I also think seeing this level of diversity on a comic book show is really, really great. We're starting to see that maybe Arrow and Flash are actually paving the way forward for superhero shows. So I'm really, really happy about this diversity being added on to the show. It was also revealed that Willa Holland will be Speedy and will have the costume. And as will David Ramsey, who will also be taking on a superhero role. And also we will be having more interactions between the characters, because everyone knows each other's identity by now. So there will be a lot more interactions between characters. So on to some Flash reveals. It was revealed that the big bad for Flash is to be Professor Zoom, who is said to be much faster than the Reverse Flash, and faster than the Flash itself. Now, I am slightly a bit confused about the Professor Zoom character. Is Professor Zoom going to be very similar to Reverse Flash character that we had last season? I really wished they hadn't used Professor Zoom like right now, because if we have another speedster as a villain, I'm a bit concerned that we're just going to be repeating the same type of story over and over again. It was also revealed that we are gonna get Jay Garrick on the show, and he will be played by Teddy Sears. Jay Garrick was referenced in the season finale, I believe, of Flash Season 1. So it's going to be really, really cool seeing him as a character. We're also getting Chantel Van Santen as Patty Spivot, who I have no idea who that is, but yay, I guess. We'll also be getting Wally West on the show as well, which is going to be really, really interesting. Because hopefully this might mean that we might be building a Flash family. The show is also going to have a lot more heroes from Earth 2, as well as a new wave of metahumans to be introduced to. So that's going to be really, really fun. We're also getting some more. We're also going to get some more from about Cisco's metahuman powers, as well as Hannah Baker's role, who I cannot remember who she plays now. But we're also going to get some more Killer Frost parts to the story as well. In terms of other Flash villains apart from Zoom, we're going to be getting Captain Cold, Golden Glider, and Gorilla Grodd as well. We're also going to be getting a Vixen animated series, which is going to be appearing this summer, and the cast of Vixen has been revealed, and it's going to be played by CSI Miami star Megalyn Ikikwaka. I butchered that name, sorry. But we're basically going to be having her as the voice of Vixen, or Mary McCabe. And the series is going to be basically 6 episodes long, and will be overseen by Mark Gunheim, who is doing Arrow as well. We're also going to be having Stephen Amell and Gary Gustin voicing their characters on the show as well. There is no word as of yet as to whether we're going to be seeing a live action version of Vixen, but I really hope that we do, as I would love to see this character on the show in some capacity, whether it's in the DC's Legends of Tomorrow or as a separate series. Moving swiftly on, where reveals for the DC Legends of Tomorrow were also revealed, and a bit about the characters were also told. The foundations for this show is going to be laid during Flash Season 2 and Arrow Season 4. And basically, the show will begin after their mid-season breaks. Ray Palmer will express a desire to leave the group, whilst Sarah Lance, now as the White Canary, will have her character kind of change slightly during her time in the Lazarus Pit. In terms of the villains who are joining the team, Heatwave and Captain Cold basically dislike being on the team, which is amusing. It has been confirmed from both the trailer and on the panel that Vandal Savage will be the big bad for the series. We may also get a Hawkman appearing in the show as well. So a lot of the stuff happening for the CW's DC universe very much intrigues me. We also got some news in regards to Gotham Season 2 and the Supergirl shows. Gotham Season 2 promises to be bigger, colourful, intense, and exciting. With Season 2 covering the rise of the villains in Gotham City. Whereas Season 1 was essentially the beginnings of Gotham City falling into chaos, Season 2 looks to be that in Gotham Season 2 we're going to see events unfold in a big way, and that supervillains and that all kinds of villains are going to begin appearing in the city. That will basically culminate in the need for As always, the worry about this show is, are they progressing too much and having a too younger of a Batman? So I'm a bit concerned as the show continues. Are we gonna lose focus on the Batman-esque character having created his own villains, which is a major part of his character? But fighting these villains will be basically a new wave of characters being introduced on the good guy side. Jim Gordon's interaction with Harvey Bullock will continue, but it appears that Bullock will be very beaten down and less idealistic than Gordon will be. Jim's relationship with Barbara Gordon will also change due to the revelation that Barbara killed her parents. I still can't believe that Barbara Gordon even made it onto Season 2, but judging from how they left her character in Season 1, I hope that this version of Barbara Gordon is A, better, and B, actual character in her own right, and hopefully will be less weird than the last one. A little bit of development for Bruce Wayne and Oswald Cobblepot will also continue during this season, and we'll also begin to see the Riddler begin his journey into becoming a supervillain also. Finally, we get on to Supergirl. Now, not much was revealed about this show, which is kind of a bit surprising, to be honest. I was really expecting to hear a lot more about this show, but basically, on the panel, the producers and the actress made a point in saying that this is a female character who will be a badass and will be powerful, and basically throwing around a lot of feminist strong ideas, which is completely fine. I'm completely down with that, as long as Supergirl doesn't morph into a show about feminist ideas, and that Supergirl will, yes, be powerful and be amazing and strong and be everything that Superman is, but just a female version of that, but also morphs into a character in her own right, and will have struggles, but will be able to overcome them, and actually have a character arc. It's so easy to say, oh, she's going to be a badass, she's going to be the first she's going to be basically the first female superhero on TV, and rah rah rah. The show also has to be more than those ideas. We also got some casting announcements. Hank Henshaw will be appearing on the show, as well as Maxwell Lord, played by Peter Fincinelli, who also appeared in Twilight, apparently. We're also going to have a live wire villain and a Reactron villain as well. We also got more kind of rumors than anything else, but it's been rumored that Lauren Vandervoort may make an appearance on the show. And if you don't know who she is, she basically was the former Kal Zor-El seen on Smallville. We may also see more with Helen Slater and Dean Cain as well. So really interested about all of these different TV shows. DC has definitely led the way with these shows, and I'm very much looking forward to it.